Okay, so I am back and I just have a quick revelation that I wanted to share. Today is 11/14/2024, so November 14th, 2024. I just feel like today is really significant as the 14th always symbolizes to me inheritance, God's inheritance to his children, and the promised land and the promises of God. So I was led to look up 11:15 in the Strong's Concordance because of this, and the Hebrew definition is inquirer. The word is Bilshan, the Hebrew word, and it says likely of a foreign origin. The word, it says, is possibly a Babylonian or Persian origin. Okay, it goes on to say that the word is used to identify an individual who returned from the Babylonian exile. Then it says the name Balshan, or however it's pronounced, is found in the genealogical records of those who returned to Jerusalem and Judah after the Babylonian exile during the time of Zerubbabel. This period was marked by the rebuilding of the temple and the reestablishment of the Jewish community in their homeland. This stuck out to me because that's exactly what God has been speaking about, right? Reestablishing and rebuilding. So this just confirmed how significant the number 14 is, how it speaks about inheritances and promises of God, and how today is significant, 11:14. And this number 11:14 clearly is significant here in the Strong's Concordance. And so it goes on to say the returnees were a part of the significant movement to restore the religious and cultural identity of the Jewish people after decades of captivity. This blew my mind, okay? This blew my mind because, initially I kind of looked at it and it made me think of the returning exiles, as in like the prodigals. We know God is really working on marriages, and he's returning many men, prodigal wives, prodigal husbands home to their spouses, right? He's returning them, restoring them in their minds and in their spirits, washing them, cleaning them, redeeming them, and then sending them back. But then God opened my eyes to a broader revelation. So we see this happening in our personal lives on a smaller scale with our marriages, or what God is doing in marriages. But it's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than that. It's like God is doing this with the nation, okay? He is restoring a people, a nation, his original people, okay? And this is both spiritually and physically, okay? So there are people in the earth that do not know who they are. They do not know who they are. They don't know their history. They don't know the truth because they've been lied to and are still being lied to. But God is changing that right now. It's like God is pouring out his spirit to many, many, many people to awaken them in spirit, right? To who they are, who he is to them, and cleaning them up, redeeming them and restoring them, getting them back in right standings, right, spiritually, and will have them inherit the land, will have them inherit what is theirs that they never knew was theirs, right? They never knew existed. That's what God is doing on a major scale. He's redeeming and restoring a people, a nation, okay? I have to read it again. It's just so profound. It says, the name Belshon is found in the genealogical records of those who returned to Jerusalem and Judah after the Babylonian exile during the time of Zerubbabel. So this is a mass exodus that's happening right under our noses, right? We see it in the marriages, but we don't necessarily see it unless, God opened our eyes to it, right? On a great scale, okay? He's doing this across the earth. It says the period was marked by the rebuilding of the temple. What is God doing now? He's having his people rebuild the temple. He's rebuilding, okay? He's rebuilding our lives. That's on a personal level. He's rebuilding the body of Christ. He's rebuilding systems and many things, okay? He's reestablishing a people. And it says reestablishment of the Jewish community. He's reestablishing Judah in their homeland. So good. The returnees, it says, were part of a significant movement. So on a more personal scale, we are a part of this significant movement, which we're all being shifted, okay? And it's to restore the identity of a people. It's to restore the truth. Here it says restoring religious and cultural identity of a Jewish people after decades of captivity. So those people who are scattered across the earth that were taken captive, have no identity for decades and generations, God is calling them back home. He's drawing them back in. He's pouring out his spirit. He's waking them up to who he is, who they are, and getting them back in order so that they can inherit the kingdom, okay? And so that truth will ring out in the earth. Now, I didn't find it a surprise, but it was really amazing that the Greek definition to 11:14 is a sorcerer, enchanter, deceiver, a conjurer, a juggler, a sorcerer, a tricky, crafty deceiver, an imposter, okay? And it also, the origin is meaning to wail or to lament. So what God is saying here is that he is pouring out truth, okay? In him redeeming a people, a nation, to their rightful position and their true identity. In him doing that, he's going to expose those who have tricked these people out of who they are and out of their inheritance, right? The imposters, people that are in position claiming to be these people that are in position that have stolen and kept these people down and enslaved, and for so long, this system that has kept his people oppressed, the systems put in place, God is tearing those down and delivering his people. So it's bigger than our husbands coming home and being delivered. God is doing this for a nation. And so the deceivers, the imposters are being revealed. So there's a shift happening. God is exposing the lies of the enemy. He's exposing the trickery. And also it means to wail or to lament. That's the origin. And God has heard the cries, the wailing and the lamenting of his people. And he is coming to deliver. He is coming to deliver. Many times God has taken me to Isaiah, where it talks about him redeeming his people and restoring his people. And those who have taken his people captive will repay. They will suffer the things that they took the people through. And so this just shows me that today is just as significant as it felt, right? And it says here, it refers to a person who practices sorcery or magic, often associated with deception and manipulation. God is exposing the manipulation, the deception. It says it is used to describe individuals who lead others astray through false teachings or supernatural claims that oppose the truth of the gospel. This is a deliverance on so many levels, okay? A mass deliverance. So it goes on to say a shameless cheat pretending to use supernatural power, an actor, a cheap imposter, looking for self-gain, posing to be someone he isn't. Posing to be someone he isn't, okay? God is revealing the identity of a people. And some of these people don't even know who they are. But because of God's grace and mercy, he's revealing himself to them, okay? To get them right spiritually so that they can receive their inheritance. So God is redeeming a people, getting them back in position, revealing their identity, exposing the imposters. And he's doing this on a personal level and he's doing this across the board on a great, great scale. And everyone has a role to play, a position, and he's delivering. He's delivering big right now. So yeah, that is my revelation for today for 11:14, the number 14 and the number 11:14. And I hope that this was confirmation for you, or maybe enlighten you a bit on this great massive deliverance that's happening right now.